They are listening to me now. I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's good. I said, and men's good for will be your one.
Oh, many people Ghana for
Ghana for what?
Why would I say something like this?
Come on. Ebi kurano o mampenye kukwado awoda o de ko be manam one pictures o ni ko twitwa ye na ma omunya adwuma ni mugidie bi o musika koto and let's actually enchemesi no musika ahia aban o wa abadaye disaster si o manfo obre ebi mu ahia mo ho akonfo ebi mu nya ho mojabroso dia nko na broso 70 mintua
but when men's gold near MFI any financial institution in the right sense of the word
ni nyina ye ka no we mean it liberally o mu nyina manfo sika na ka say yes men's gold for mo mireni say first ally
the Mahama and men's gold can
they are all parts. Yes, say all financial institutions. No pretend this for
including men's gold.
Yes, of course. All of them, all those.
No, are you certain about that? No, no, details. No.
I am telling you, they are all parts.
Men's gold.
Wherever they are listening to me now, I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's good. I said, and men's good for will be your one.
Oh, many people
Ghana for Ghana for what? Why say
something like this?
Come on. Ebi kurano o mampenye kukwado awoda o de ko be manam one pictures o ni ko twitwa ye na ma omunya adwuma ni mugidie bi o musika koto and let's actually enchemesi no musika ahia aban o wa abadaye disaster si o manfo obre ebi mu ahia mo ho akonfo ebi mu nya ho mojabroso dia nko na broso 70 mintua
but when men's gold near MFI any financial institution in the right sense of the word
ni nyina ye ka no we mean it liberally o mu nyina manfo sika na ka say yes men's gold for mo mireni say first ally
the Mahama
Martina Midu onye credible me onye credible onye no kwafo onye obi o ka asem a obetimi ya adwuma but there is one thing you can't take from that man is not corrupt. Martina Midu onye corrupt onye cromfo and Martina Midu o kan okre that thing you can't take it away from me. Martina Midu onye credible me
aton game na the one put the one put there gongo mita no kra oboda wuro yes Ghana sem kra ne ko ba bi fufuro ye ka sem ehun so onu da bia oboda wuro fa ni ba kokko to Ghana oboda wuro a press conference on fa so be na ozo men ko fa na sem da wuro na da bia wo won atoni ge enyi fa na hu se atoni ge na bi da bia oboda wuro wo mo amdi ka ye project papa wo wiase kan mami ka bia America UK ni ade won so bi oboda wuro obi a mistake of an court wo de da bia address an wa she ko no be gi honum where say fa na am a good am de ye sabi hu ni ana wo say wo de ye de wo dem fa court yam ye da wubo to dem pen na asem mpatie wama de bia nkrofos re de bia nkrofos re na de am ye mpon mesa ba ho sam George mi dem fi mesa ba ho wonim de man ye me wan say give to one afa de akwa Mustafa mo abeka ne ho empanimfo ni nyina uja mu guabonten ena de akwa wo ye we no akwa mo abeka ho say o mu nyina case o mu nyina ka na na empanimfo no chechi give to wa mo ade no anfo mo anka ho na Tony General de bia gongo bita press conference ana mo fa we man communication minister no mo dawro adwuma ka so be nya no ni o so mbehwe na se da bia dawro no be bo changes in rantem me say reach for the baba ntem o some of the ministers we help them to reach for help the president onya reach for Attorney General wo niema nyina ye papers wa file niema ne first na maami na muso na Nyankopon adaroma ya turn it down what ma say Chief Justice ya turn it down ya nya papi otwe fa ne bra no ntoto niema 10 ansampo ne confirm no wo fa de ne nko wo so na wa be gina press conference no ache court de o pe court che obia enko fo pe japade on court no pe assembly krani Aton game na the one put the one put there gongo mita no kra oboda wuro yes Ghana sem kra ne ko ba bi fufuro ye ka sem ehun so onu da bia oboda wuro fa ni ba kokko to Ghana oboda wuro a press conference on fa so be na ozo men ko fa na sem da wuro na da bia wo won Attorney General enyi fa na hu se Attorney General bi da bia oboda wuro wo mo amdi ka ye project papa wo wiase kan mami ka bia America UK ni ade won so bi oboda wuro obi a mistake of an court wo de da bia address an wa she ko no be gi honum where say fa na am a good am de ye sabi hu ni ana wo say wo de ye de wo dem fa court yam ye da wubo to dem pen na asem mpatie Wama de bi ankrofos re de bi ankrofos re na de am yam mesa ba ho Sam George me dem fi mesa ba ho wonim de man yam wan say give to one afa de akwa Mustafa ma be kan ho empanimfo ni nyina uja mu guabonten ena de akwa wo ye we no akwa ma be kan ho say o mu nyina case o mu nyina kan na de empanimfo no chichi give to o ya wa mo ade no anfo mo kan ho na Tony General de bi agongo meter press conference ana mo fa we man communication minister no mo dawro adwuma ka so benya no ni o so mbahwe na se da bia dawro no bebo changes in rantem me say reach for the baba ntem o some of the ministers we help them to reach for help the president onya reach for Attorney General wo niema nyina ye papers wa file niema ne first na maami na muso no Nyankopon da roma ya term ni down what ma say Chief Justice ya term ni down ya nya papa otwe fane bra no ntoto niema 10 ansampo ne confirm no wo fa de ne nko wo so na wo be join press conference no che court de ope court che obia enko fo pe japade on court no pe assemble kra ni
Right at the entrance of the Kaneshi Market Complex, you are greeted with the stench of an overflowing refuse container. So the container here is the main collection point for the market, and the traders here tell me that this is where they dump all their waste at the end of the day. They also say that because of the rising issues with landfill sites being full, a lot of the residents around the area also have to dump their refuse here. Right behind the refuse dump are traders who have displayed their wares, most of which are food items, and they have to trade under these unsanitary conditions. We've been speaking to some of them, and this is what they had to say to us. But markets for ni because Hashem say your best son it's here.
Be a message about go at you go almost 1 week. Be a fire. Say I so toss an eye at a time. Shabole guano. Nashasana, a gadi phone by Waha, Pamoton Ton Yama. Daddy pay as we. Mammy tried the Aquacudi. Now she be a bolegu. Baby, I mean, Yenina, Yawa, Nabola and a bay, say, and yet, oh, it is ambition of my ball and Ubia, Omonia.
Bola and the other can say, Slim paying phone. Mokasa Manu drew Brumo, dear, money paying phone and Cassam Gidis or Mubesi. No may bola and my own sins you to toy and him so moye. Sins you to entire mom when you had and yent no may my nae high.
Residents and traders around this particular area are afraid for their health because they do not know what can come based on this particular situation they have at the market. And they are calling on authorities to help in making the place a sanitary place for them to do their business. For Joy News, Michelle Latte, Kaneshi Market.
Hello again. The World Bank has blamed fiscal controls introduced by the Ministry of Finance for delays in implementing the Greater Accra Resilient and Integrated Development Project, also known as GARID, a key initiative aimed at tackling chronic flooding in the capital. In its May 2026 update, the bank downgraded the project's performance to moderately unsatisfactory, citing funding constraints despite full financing. The $350 million program, which covers drainage, waste management, and urban resilience, has faced slow on-the-ground progress, even as overall development objectives remain broadly on track. The issue has gained urgency following the June 29th flooding, which killed at least 12 people and renewed concerns of Accra's drainage system. And my colleague Caleb Ziblim is joining me in the studio with more. He is with the Joy News Research Desk. Caleb, you've gone through that report. What else can you tell us?
Yes, Ken. So this was an update the World Bank gave us on. It was released on in May 2026. That's a few months ago. Now we know the government of Ghana had asked for some restructuring of the project because they want to use part of the funding that was meant for initial stage of the project for a different stage. So because you are moving money around, you need approval from the World Bank.
continue mosquito fier. Me continue mosquito fier. Me la me kuna jema ma kutaki tu. Ani boy disi. Ani boy disi. Ana obo me ba. Ana obo me ba. Ana obo me ba. Ana obo me ba.
Party.
All right. Abusuame mamuni na aha. Emma Mwadro deba political zone so. First, mame apologize for Endra. Ebio Endra na me studio ha app na me de run no. Na mame problem pa. Na chese me yes me ba live bia na crash. Me ba live bia na crash. Ntina say me ye bibi ketu e bia wo TikTok. Na me promise say neno. Kamede me guest nebaba na ensuo ya eyiri yedi ho enkomo na onya mmeka mensa no me pese me twe adwene edi senior me bi so ewo politics a ye ewo Ghana ni mu dia maybe can we free keke it's not something so what the only adwene so pese Ghana see you worry about, right? That's quite important. How your mind gradually, yes, say near maybe whether intentionally or unintentionally, no, we are doing a lot of disservice to our country, Ghana. Sometimes it is based on where we are and where we find ourselves. Say maybe a generally convenient, mamia. I cry that cry. Say near convenient, mamia. I cry the other cry. And I believe that is one of the major problems Ghana is facing. Andra, I happened to chance on the World Bank report. Samokaya na minimum aid hon komo. Na Honorable Kokofu baswa mepese ibebise bisano emunse. Na we allow the politics, we allow the politics of this, to consume us so much. Say at the papa da hokrana, we are not able to grasp it. Say at the way at the papa. Aden America sa because she say in suyato afenipa asen japade. Ebinom ayera sabre ya ye nim baby omo ye den omo wo na ye behunu say sana we made an arrangement say sa de we ebi entun ebi wa na say ye bepe kwan bi ye de bebre na say ene ebinom ayenhwe ha ena niam bi ekoso ensuyiri ba ye media maintain say MPP for nkwa na form so what be dey fine. Ensuo yiri maintain sa afa SDA for nkwa. Ensuo yiri maintain sa afa president for nkwa ana Roman for nkwa. Dia metie ne sa afa Ghana for afa ho awu ebinim amememo aye nim ba bi a omohye. Enu nti sa asem beton na se ye beka with the hope say ye mpanifu etie yen Ebehunu say ye pemasem de na nso 1 or 2 bi amoye ye na nko yie no. Yes, yem fan crofo bi na yenka say omo be defend it. Omo de ne say dia penina ye di tumi man say won be ye adwuma. Tiu. Ye di tumi share ne nsa bra be ye adwuma na fa bo a wo man. Penina wan me ye say adwuma no. Wenye sika bi e de atekabal bi say monko na monko ka say. Na abrantie di besu de Solomon Owusu owo afafranto stroke UP plus yenim baby a omowo. Now I wonder, say Alan Kwadwo Kyeremanteng is a serious person in life. Or no, I can't say serious person in life. Let me say Alan Kyeremanteng is a serious person in politics. Now, bitterness ne bonunu bi and our politics now. I swear to God, Sir Solomon Owusu should never speak for any political party. Sometimes, okay, yes, you work school, and I wonder school ban or call ye qualification ban the cross Sir Solomon Owusu no. Because he talks like Captain Smart. Nyanse be any or ye politics or can be in any ye na the aqua. No. Because Obia ye do what to panel so or represent a political party. Not subject here. It's like you are not abreast with it, like Onimu share about the Ayeka. Or no to me nya adaji. Ebetsna Jose Sebio Dr. Bawumia going on the grounds to meet the people affected by the floods, and yeah, excuse me to say, I was saying Bawumia insensitive. Bawumia insensitive because Bawumia akodeng. And then I promote you. Because Bawumia ako Debbie, Mr. Remo. I can't do that right now. Akwa sra womwa ensu yiri afa won niama anweni etutu egu wonsem Bawumia si from the akwa. That is not sensitive. To them, that is insensitive. But say the president of the land nankasa all the bad stuff with him no so no ko wiem eko saying wiem tina helicopter mudia or you sensitive for Ghana for me enfam mami o Ghana for their modern politics near Ghana or me enfam mami o me chance me said antim was you e then okay me pay MPP fine okay so pay MPP but say Obama me pay MPP to be Jimmy me pay MPP to mama madwene ye adwuma me pay MPP ntino sa de na ewo ho no sa MPP ye ni ye kura meka se wanye ni ye really then they na abattoir is because said they are MPP ni na ye and the NDC ni na ye there then there's no way to say Anka we should even change government. But is that the reality? That is not the reality. Now, the aya ne kumine say anytime we beba say you be discuss substance. Anytime we beba say the nation say yen sinkonya na yen kanema ya say be yedi nyansa ni nimdie na ebeka no. NDC is always missing in action. Propaganda they are first in line. Seriously. Propaganda, they are so quick to do that. And I wonder why. I wonder why, yeah, my Ghana, just say, yeah, the politics now more to the point where said they are me and Kumikura. I rather take that. And you think it's the politicians that are hurting? I also say politicians nebre. Politicians omumro. And eba ye ensuo yiri ye. Omo wo manam for politicians omo tete baby omo wo dan. Ento omo nya baby akoshe. Wo a wo papa and tabodan no ye who ni ye na udi penti aka ho na kama ko so papa wu na wo se ho and what 32 inch bi eja udi blue bulb abobo with them and then ni na hwere as to how our over start our life it's another thing to talk about. Was a young fair no nton because party be a woody nechi a complicit and I say party be a woody nechi no say a castle ye can't be a way I any dear way I or no ho baba that way that's it. Oh man. Anyways, mechia muni na mama muni na kwaba. Na shebibi to say yete Ghana. Na esi edun ketia abeka kire ye se nipa kura ye bekum na ye de agitumi. Na anko so hwa. Na yenya NDC fo mpanifo ekura sebe akofena. E kan ntem di nsie se nyame nkuon NDC nti non form ma abakan enase. Ene nansa yenka bi nhemu ena NDC fo asofo ya eye nyankomade ma omu ibi ebe gina abonten be ka kire ye say mo bubu ni dan egu na onte ase mo bubu ni dan edi egu na onte ase na nka asori a asoporto moda asori a aye nyankomade de ama mo na maba party se be power de eba ne sen eye de enkoye ena mukro ya mo san tumani se mo de yeden mo de bubu sa nipa ko na asori dan na mo wi afiri ana NDC fo mo wi afi se misie nantwie mako 32 ana 34 po ese matisu 2 said the beya mu be di ade na wo de odwen se mi gina camera mu keke na me ka sa wo dwen se me na e bia mu bebu bi me dan ti na me ka mu nko bi sa mo party chairman na ye friend esi edun ketia no onim me esi edun ketia nim na ntwi a mesie 32 cows na mesie said the beya John Mahama na NDC ebeba power adenti necessary sie sa na emani ni na because earlier on na nyankopon ayi di akira sofo ni bi say sa brantie na ye friend John Mahama no say mo sa de ne ba bie wa oyiye na de be bre Ghana no ebi nsi da mo asofo ya na be ka kire ye enti so ye betumi asesa ade ya no mana asesa de a I just say yes something that is not done. Yen see more. Na yen fanji to me. Also for the kanya kakra sense to say mo dia say mo say me boa mumbi say see edun ketia. Meni nkasa fo nsu keke mi koni fie ni ne koye meeting kwanya ya be fa so asie sebe strategically ye be sie na ntwie edi afra honhom edi awini power ofe se abatu na etwa mu no na abatu akeke na mekanama kan say what is MPP doing? Ashtown, your party no say unim leadership wa ye yi omo so mu medi party na nimu no say ebre do na say adwuma no but they are standing again to ntumi nka say adwuma na afono omo because adwuma afono no ntumi nka say omo sanfa wo mra bio Dana Rivers don't mute Ashtown, please. I don't know why you muted him. You should unmute him. So let me know. Uni mibi me kai sami jenfi pa ebra no mu position and near power I just a BB and see. This boy will capitalize on it and make every person that is in the government look bad. Politics, yeah, say Ghana no MPP for Mr. Remo. And yes, I will call fact and data keke de atromo. And your facts and data lie. You use the facts and data, but you must play according to the game that is being played. Intia so NDC for the war position. And as I deal we see ya. Into me sure say by now can press conference be ya. But unim the ya. Unim the shema come was I deal with. Obi and count say yem penny for no quick king on. Yem penny for nanka omube tie the ayeka so there be part in the grassroots say yes there be you. Rather yan koka obi or person or kasa yan press conference no because or kasa na the leadership na faili. And the leadership no su bebre say mon san form mra. Enti said ye be ya mo be wo say leadership no faili ye de. San crofo na ebe gina mu say mon koye press conference no mon ko tu anu ngu omo so na mon ke kan phone trom na mon kan trom say then everything is okay. Party leadership is going good. BBA kosu kuku. Me you know what I mean? David Bosom, thank you for that comment. Now, please like the page. Why? Facebook for YouTube for. Say asem kesi say ya beto. Adi start ya na ebi me ya oh mama ma ya no politics na. Ya no politics na. Me can ya the politics the man wa ban ya or no. And akwaji sika and as the way to guarantee sika they to was say aban bi obebe bi amfanye adwuma aban bi obebe bi amfanye adwuma ya jiska to ho yenim say ni say na beba na enne can be kakra bi I don't know me patcho me producers no me who my guest and why because and then say to me yeah no in terms so I can give chance for other people to talk. So your guest are ready. I let him come on right now. Now let's get this out of the way. Come in person me getting into a na my exhaust pointers in 90 but now because Accra na please. I'm holding on to my please so production should get in touch with lawyer Kokofu. So I ready as any ready so let me go on with my submission and get it done because I'm holding on to all the materials because of him. And so, or around our mommy. Now, Unim, wako jiska asabain. Obia sikano watna so awamfanya adwuma. Ama nipa wuo no. E di blame ne beto wo mo so. Na o communication machine enye adwuma. Anka by this time, Richard Ahiagbani ni team, Jennifer Queen ni team, Moya communications for one and one team. By now, a press conference representing the MPP communication should have been out by now. Long overdue. Emma Mo healthy where it hurts. None of it is being done. Now TikTok ni binya akukuduro bejina so okaza so sabo ene de obi ankota e sanka no e sankofo de mu clampom sankofo mo jede o ye comfortable say we communication and na ukuta position we MPP mo keke eno na we comfortable with maybe so mo ye comfortable say oh empenifo no mutumi ni omu hia mutumi ni omu num nsa mutumi ni omu didi. That is all you care about. Say obi guess na boys be who say usu win papa bi Unim Aibi. That is all you came into the party to do. You guys are not hungry for power. And it is because of Baumia, that's why you are not hungry for power. Because I am a can't for any be. My can't for any be the party anymore. Kabana, my anymore tum no more space like a cracker, mujinamu, team 50. Make we see apia, make a tremor ne. Make a tremor, china. Make a tremor anytime, any day. My bro. The current NPP leadership amo me Felix Apia me say mo ye abro. Sure, corona by these guys are dead. Doctor, obedi president. What omoboa? Omani sube wu keke. Omani be wu keke doctor. By 2027 kon end. Abaifu etwa ho ahia nyina. We will expose all of them for you to know. We will name and shame all of them because air time. Coronavirus by DJ Solis, Saukaya. I'm a real fan in a close soon the borders are nine gun and quao. Mokai, how many press conferences are away? Yes, I'm in fear. That time you ready a quack or two, sir, 2020 abano. Internet registration for the Togo for Remini idea, some Mobekaya. And we be an summit and fear press conference. First, or starting say, and your man be a close to the border, na Kufado, or person or yes, Anna, and stopping crop for normal fan crop for the we are the baby, we are Bemu 2020. That was Sammy Jenfi. And one fly no, and or sign the another press conference by and say, oh, Nana Kufado, a deploy soldier 40, and they are caught places are. Almost stronghold the war. So almost they could suppress registration. Emma Panko for Bejidi say Nana Kufado Abain is trying to suppress people. Wilson Michiao. Boy, you call a step further. Threaten the whole military say. Said the Amujina Jina Togo border no say mo man crofon rem. No mo register my. Said the Amujina Burkina border no mujina Ivory Coast border no se mo man crofo memuno se nyankopon ya adom na se NDC ba power mo se soldier for we mo last day amode be say uniform no. It became a talking point. And yet discussing extensively. What was that doing? Benefiting the NDC. Benefiting the NDC. Making their narrative stick. Abayne mpemasem, abayne di musika, abayne na ama corona ni kumo, corona ni kunipo, abayne sika owienti na okasa. Hey, sa vaccine no men ko wobi. Vaccine sa ukowa, ubedane owo, obeye sei, eye durbone, omo ankasa nkowo. NDC made sure say, what is not there? Chadie. Member ko school. Ghana for your finance and into. Member ko school. Party ami womu say. Enya de papa. All right, Madam Mate. Anyways, Messi ebio internet. Messi ebio ebra corona aba ebedi ye ni nanya na aban bi afade ato no ho so se obebo man no ho ban no. NDC for the year press conference maneto Ghana for trim say Nanado empe Ghana for asem. Nanado ama corona no sa. Na corona no kura no enku nipa sa. Nembo Nanado no ne onne na ban ene pesi diska. ebe ma otanya na eni kwanse ba ho ebe to MPP so every day press conferences over press conferences on any little thing, including feeding. MBSHS. Mebako school mintia. Akola no koba. Ma bainse. Enye. Inti me patro se enya. Edi ene ese meye. Adi a enye. Upia oma de ko. Mibisa. Se bibi nya. Upia oma de ko wana. Unity. Se mi jina hei. Minim se mebako free education a enye. Akola ne kwa emwa no. Nti adan na meda so de mebako free education. But now NDC former free education enjoy free education. But now omo party jina bonten say free education asay. Ade asay oba no wo mu ye den. Oba no wo mu ye den. All right. They told everybody say free education 419. Yeah, no crack course now omumba kobi. Omumba no kobi o. Nyese NDC format na fi o. NDC format no so sebi echo free education ni bi. Nastala Felix Kwachi Fosu. Sami Jemfi. Broja Jemfi. Any all those idiots no Ederson and Namho cancer day free education in yard papa. Dr. Kokofu, you have to set up well. You have to connect your mic and your camera because right now you are in the studio, but you cannot be added onto the main platform. So maybe check your phone or use another phone, use another device to join, please, if possible. Thank you so much. Erudite. Free education in yet. Now, Omer to me, Eddie Omo Marco, but Omer to me, the culture say free education, and yet, no more money to classroom where the no more. Say free education, and then yet, I'm passing and yeah, erudite. What was their children still doing in the classrooms? Anyone will say, Ebu Abo. And then one will send near ma NDC for Gina so at the year near Meditia in 9, then in our start here Boba. Obi one and I saw for no dear. This is a typical example of some of the evil things they did. Yeah, they did. Everybody look at this. You're trying to Any that's a flag. That's flag, eh? Send the flag. They did all this. Flag, me, flag. That's my good. Nigeria, your charity. Yes, we are quite a crowd. One look at Krakapa and down. From the CEO. So NDC did all this thing just to gain power. But at the end of the day, at the NDC. Anyways, my guest about said I'm kind and I'm person to me my name guest name them so that I can focus on other people, other topics as well. Until no trailer way quick. We are now Dr. Henry Kokofu. Etwa yankomodi no so. I feel no about tap na share mami. Yami be sure.
Problem has to do with climate change impacts and effects. So the next government of New Patriotic Party is going to be able to undertake national flood control program. 10 kilometers of new drains have been constructed already, and 36 kilometers of drainage channels are in lining up, bringing relief to many communities across the country. In addition, there's an investment of $350 million to deal with this perennial flooding in the Odo Basin through the World Bank-funded Garrett project. And this is ongoing, and the next government is very much committed to continue with this. The sanitation infrastructure, we've instituted fundamental structural reforms aimed at harmonizing the management and delivery of sanitation services across the country. And we also do know that climate change have effects on healthcare facilities,
share for me
and giving pressure to these facilities. So there is a need to ensure that healthcare facilities are given wash services improved upon. And the Ghana Health Services have undertaken an extraneous account, thereby having data to be able to work on. So the next government is very much on course under Bawumia presidency, which I'm very much sure is going to be. We will undertake the necessary structural reforms aimed at revolutionizing and managing the delivery of water services across the country through the 3 R's, the recycling, reuse, and recovery, to instill efficiency, effectiveness, and economic viability.
All right. That is Dr. Kokofu. I mean, me adding this here na yen start here in common. Hey, Doc. Doc, I'm back to where you two. I just say, "Oh, you two."
Hello.
Yes, sir. Pacho, good afternoon.
Afternoon, brother Alex.
Pacho, bibi aboko there.
Oh, I don't know Bible.
Wait there. Sorry, bad. The next 40 minutes, me person me borrow na yedin komoke to ebi. Na from there no, me to me etwa jumedi ne so. Andra na esanke ye. Unfortunately no, na me app na me problem. Intimate to me and so time where esanke starting so no. And to me I'm banasa because I'm in a little family emergency and I could deal with. Sorry for the delay, but I believe now we are in tune and we can start the conversation. As we start, it will be in the form of you giving us insight and me probing the questions, pretty much giving you the questions and then telling us what the answers are, and then our viewers also to me a clear understanding of their air continue. Once again, Dr. Kokofu Yamawakwaba at the bar political zone subio. It's been a while. Now, sir, no campaign because I'm Bibiaboko.
Yes, Brother Alice, me just papa, me my phone, because me it's almost 4 to 5. That is a joke. Baby will be all we are until programming political zone. Let me also say, sir, I've missed this program so dearly. Program where one of my flagship programs are now managing papa, but for some good reasons, you need to me my son and ne on penny for a range of them. And when you then she also free as anti-memo bill, because never same campaign. The campaign is in a pa. Na any customer on is a red Quesia Day in red. Wadomi Yamame for Batampa and the Nama Booth. Wabuni said, on no me the next assembly in my penny 8 na omodo oba penny akoko na fie so. Na okoyi ni nkonya din. Nti nanama busuna ye nimu no bi ankunyadin ne beba no na bi asesa so me ehye ne so, but whatever it is no yenya something ma e do hina se da something panifu nyina se papa se aya asundue mu na ya bokọ eyi na kese asante oman ye be bi aka ye ma abo ne mpento ato aso so ohine edi ade na nyansa ne akokoduro bata ho na twedi ampo so ta na chi no echese bibia ye brel Maybe any son, I may buy New Patriotic Party, a flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ugusunem Penny and Tratua. I share Quampa, the Passoir, the King of Wabum.
TikTok for Mote, you know, Dr. Voice, no. TikTok, Mote Voice, Nana, Mommy, Tom Saps, and Motia, why? Dr. Bacho Twaso.
Omote Voice, no.
Me patron, almost a fidya, yeah. A fidya, Dr. Bacho Twaso.
Okay, eti makanisa no nature say yeba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so New Patriotic Party a flag bearer onim panini de niam agu akwam ehwe say kabomu sonko beba yentem to da bia na aya yam hie nsem keka ne bi ne nkutahudie ne bi ho ana ano ayede nanso se de ati biara nim se enuanom ne panini sinkonya ne de ya atu nti ebo mpa ya ma ye ho ne ma yokuro no na ye nsoso ye tu anamo pa bia sebe nka se atwie ne atenie no ye be na brass kra in fact asisi ye jai if you say ni faso bi ye nso emo obi bia no pa ho a the campaign no de me nyina obi a campaign to rescue the New Patriotic Party. The agenda begins from Ashanti region. You say your party ni be ufufro. The person New Patriotic Party ejina na naso. Ubi bia unim Ghana politics na sabe wadnya daji ahwe ne mamu. Obehu se esese wo hyase na we bibia around Ashanti region. Into the best man around. Ono ana oba bidi Ashanti manim. Ono ne kwabna Kokofu. Awa ofa eyeme. Nti atinye bia ne ho ya batwa na esese yakuntia. Nakare papa mu a kesu kwabna baje na yemaye. Se ona betimi aye ona betimi aboabo adoma no wo na betimi ahwe amayi atoyi ya ne buafuo ya ne wera ahwo wo na betimi achiche saafo ne we na wama wo mo atowo yem wo kwabna Kokofu wo na waye bi pai aye bi afo ni awaye bi pai wo ha ye konkofa ni aye be so na hwe sa na pani kan eno ti campaign de ekoyie papa ade a efe wom ene se kasa antwe bia ni e campaign in fact ye kra ye ko ne ebebodina wo bokwamra Kokofu edi kan bokese eye twedi ampon ohata hoyi wi ano abokwamra Kokofu din no abo flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia di asa se din mi ensa pe ni enim e wo campaign no ya ka bia no anya de a ehuhia e pisa nti ye kasa no ne bibia ye issue based ye hwe ye den na free hin na poor hin na ba hin ni na ya de a bani de niam agu akwam a ye hwe nti me campaign no fapem kese ba ko engina document dia wa ka do betrem fa we ma me fa document ma fellas atio for be ha mo be huna what was that document we and I be a movie, what me kind ye?
Yeah, I said that when he did about report on committee. What's the BBC?
Why are they? Why are they?
Yeah, report on the committee of inquiry into the poor performance of the MPP in Ashanti region in the December 2024 presidential and general elections. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So that document we and no wa fapem ba ko a kwabna Kokofu campaign so as that document we asan true bi o say in the quest to restructure, reform and reposition the New Patriotic Party to recapture power in 2028 presented to Mr. Bernard and Jubu Esiako Ashanti Regional. Now we Ira or Chairman Sabus or then the committee and Omunya Daji a B said you may. Now Sunya abutre na nya bi na akenkan a upehu niema ahudu bebre a ehu be hia se ye betu eho anamo na isan se me dachi me regional chairman and administration ya na montuo ye decision ni bi e be take no anamo bia ye be pese ye be fa so no e be based on science and data information enya trimo ka anase waso dae na wutu anamo bi dabi na information a wohia ni nyina dodo na wa ha binom so ewo other documents nti ma take it time and trouble the campaign manager director of the campaign lawyer Amankwa Ohene Amankwa Jan and coordinator of the campaign Kofi Ajay, popularly known as Away Bass, and operations, so Udru Nicholas, former Metromas manager was Central Region. This particular team, Enya Dajet Transistor Bukui, na Niame so Behu, Inti, a day, your fire youth in some day na a tea free mobile. Then recommendation, Ben or dear you with me aye na mo be ni betu e fa e ma ye die hu women swinger na mo be ni betimi atu ne de beboa sa adwumadie na ama yakoye nim afi e fa sikasem hihye ho e wo region no party no ma den ni betimi aye ana sese ye den ni ya ye ni ye prepare afi e ba ni akasa ye ho kutamudie ene ade se yentem de friend no interpersonal relationship no and also an amount very, very important issue internal security arrangement. Say na bambo SSC your bob by polling stations, ya to abanama war, as soon as you are to amount, the soon as you amount. Two different things. You can be me a senator, Jack or to abanama. Now the no tiwa or me I can kind one can kayama one, just a well and the yama security arrangement. And to find any between a fast one. And based on these findings, and yes, so if you look at Accra, and I think with the name and the animal more diaspora, Eddie free, Mesanti between there. In fact, a name about Comodia did that the Nina, that Medina, Babi Guga, Anna, Yafim, as such, who said, really, lot of information if free diaspora, Papa. And Asante region there, make me like I say, you're reading it here. It is going to be more richer in political discourse here about this.
Yo, now, Nasamiti, I see your patch say this time the Ashanti region, most people say, Moma NDC for one seat to crowd around
Seat one seminal, your 47 seats in our Ashanti region. From Santi Muno, your time 43. The nsa bi ho na eho asem kan de pa asawase wokumase new adubiase ana adra sechirduma da bi drobon so yes from place na de adra sechirduma se abeka nti 9 that is a honsem kan de yaje new adubiase pay ana yaje adra sechirduma se pay city aboye pa kese Central From Place. Anna friend say Asawase. Now 2024 election year koi. Shockest ana adia woso ye kese, ne pusu ye kese baako. Ene seat lusu no agogo. Ye Asante Achim North. Afi di lusu no adanse asokwa. Di lusu no adanse Akufrum ana yesan lusu baako biem ewo ahafo south east saa city we no ade a timi ye papa na fe na me be you question na so profile saa city a ye lusu nyina saa four no a bibinti ene wantwi binti ye lusu so easily no including internal security ana ebi ni ho eno the original chairman e de nsabe nkumba gini nyina eno de aka na assure you and nine na aka no eye address chedumase new adubiase asawase ana Central From Place emu mienu nsabe timi aka going forward eye new adubiase ana Central From Place nia dine na say extra work for him says so nyame be adoma will be a drastic it can be but a very difficult daunting task. It meant Naha and Nahamani and Dada would be say, Six in 47 over 47 daddy. Near making based on information, any data available to us. I just said, it me ABCD. That's how many era or say means about then a powerful TTA. It me implement recommendations in the woman. Trust me, yes, Sabeka 4 more seats. Now 3 and 9 will be a becano. Yet in April. Another important a year on say seat beer and sentiment can was something. I such sorry, a grass Duma say such a from plains as someone say sa 3 major seats here and no what's a day my end. There are plans that able to increase presidential vote. Near close to gap so much so. A very, very important ingredient. And said the American cannot. Your Kokofu administration will not do guesswork. I know they are and maybe. And I won't be able to be the DBA to be backed by facts, evidence, data, information, and a credible friend is implementation plans. I don't know.
All right, may I say we the Medofa hockey, but the main in common has to do with the Accra floods, Ghana floods, matters arising, and until and Meton Safreo. Now, may I say, so am I insight about their air course so far, Ashanti region. May listeners know, ABC men can tell say, omenu beef, until that's we knew now abana only omo no say beef no are the omo patch and say political zone ebra wo ka say wo call general secretary no oba have a boy amane pepepe say general secretary no oko but osesa wa dwene say wo direct no on my mambe information about it and one say yetting from him says ana ponti omo wo a bone to pick with you, but that will be for another day. I believe said this wouldn't be the last time we engage you on this platform. Sure. And then on my the serious matters not out of the way. All right, honorable, I believe said so far a year flood in Niamey across way. What to be, where ready be, where will be. They are aired there. I mommy decided say we want to hear from you. It's not just the fact say we MPP ni, and I say yeah, Pamela, basically we MPP ni what knowledge that we can acquire from. That is not the only thing. Bano enini age so I believe say Nyankopon Adomo pa Emma at least 60 there semi-Roman can obedi. And 60 years on the soils of Ghana, and I believe say you have seen government come, government go. Floods that has happened in Ghana and you see in our so say even personal experience of floods. I believe say you are a big basin for us to suck something out of, and then to top it with the ice and no, the fact say you was once an EPA boss, which was the my main reason why of bringing you in here, Doc. Not to make it giddy piano. There may be some say, why are we here? Why should an almost 70-year-old country still has or still should have its capital being submerged when a few centimeters of rainfall drops? Why are we here? What is happening? You have been in government before. You have been around governance before. You have experienced it as a citizen yourself. Why are we still here? And then Ghana still your capital, Accra, any certain part of Florida. The patron said, "Ube to am starting common everywhere." Now can we pija voice muso kakra Israel? You say we were ready, but pija voice mukakrama for the TikTok for no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, good. At flooding back as 1960. In most recent and latest times, 1960, Ghana flooding. And Daily Graphic, Sabre, airport when the rains came to Accra or something of the sort. Yenifi now we Fourth Republican Ghana 1995 and a major flooding. As Sabre the president, I know now Sujania or Dane civilian president Jerry Rawlings. Ono na udi abanani ama yehwehwe yehunu nia esese ye de ensese ye eno na chi no yeruade ekufo penso flooding yehunu bi Professor J.E. Mills, former and the late president also penso yehunu bi ama no kra de 24 horse abrand ne kotena kuduom ama the canoe ama no odi twansuo afei so Yura Kufuado pencil, you be flooded. Now, before then, now you flooded, and not you be that to May. That was 2015, 3rd June. And no, dear, a Yusu Nija. The Indian you say, Inca, baby, a Jawudia, Insu drew up and a giant, no doom. By inquire some dear, a coye Janning Shia, a diafra. Na edi ewu nti edi ewu papa ekum ni papa ese nipa pra nipa ese japade wo kra krobia mu ha sansem no eduru na wo kan na ed na to say won e be kai won late friends relatives no me e be kai won ankasa edi dem pra no nti ya na yentai nka ana na anu yen we so ababidru na ubisa ahu se NDC ba abemu a na atorencham ne ade to o man na adabra kanimu
yabi
adabra kanim enti all the records omo breaking records omo breaking record na available 1995 abra na Jerry John Rawlings so iti record no reni ya kopim say Yewura Mahama type umbe breaki that record no with June 3rd 2015 fire and water incident or accident na nui oma kasa breaki oma record bi nanka sansemi sia ne papa mu nanka ye dwene ho se oman den ye ya yenye ni yie and among ben you two are you to ye, Nanka, ya pen upon a sibre. Nanka, a buyer or party or who, Nanka, no dear, away ye free. Now, so there be a ye free when ye. Copim say, O man penny or tia bear say 2024. A brow born to an appeal to me about Bemu. O man dead, a catch a gunner for. Say you were Kufuado near PP, a mamu born in tea. One the can nsuo kra nto wo man na se nsuo kra kakra bi na beto a na ayiri afa amanfo na de tosu bie we ma ne ha adwen kese pa ne se aban ne me entity go temu nyi wira ne fin free go temu nti wira ne fin adokoro gota ewo Ghana nyina particularly Accra capital the senti no se ono de ono na osusu se omo ba mu a ministry Yewura Kufuado te Ministry for Water Resources and Sanitation ya de hunu a huni mfaso enu nti oba mu a obetwam no yi afiri ho na se otwam no yi free ho de bekwa akose local government ministry ase na eno no be ma won atimi atiti go temu nyina yie kama efi bia nkogu ba bia na nono bema nsuyiri so atu atwa na nsuo ensei obia japade na enia ubi. That was his solution to the problem. Enti nukure mu ni Ghana fo bebre to o madwene mu ni wo koma so efi se na nsuyiri no yade a hadipa bebre pa wo mai enti bra oboss ano ho ba no betimi aka cho se no kwa ma the vote about 15%. Trust me. My country, one preference in money idea, research, survey, any big money. Say, so I promise now, Mahama, a promise Ghana for. Vote to do say party to me, a puluman. And your preliminary, a friend is saying, estimates put it to 10 to 15% of votes are winning. And fast forward, about them, or buy an ampa or the OCI or your chat ministry room or the Jumediana Koshe local government. I say, a favor I could be honocrady or uncountry, say OG Waste Management, a human free Zoom Lion, a private company owned by a Ghanaian, fully owned by a Ghanaian. Or J or my human share, this is some villa, a baby go, a baby crack crano, a fierce a bear there. Now by a chat, our contract. It's not just a part or by say or very settled, and now very set. Sir, environmental and sanitation space, that they are hot. And to what is set here? Why are the obey? Yeah, kwada, and running our tree that. If you are talk, a ye, afa nipa, and say, I see an shoe, afa mukas, the mudian, and Numa, Alpudodi, at Regimpa, the two of them. Now, the idea who will make a say, and can sure dear, Almighty Asi. Nsuo yiri saa kane ama kromre dane na wa hye nom yiri saa ubowu se obehwe na nwene ne mpata no mutete nsuo nani echesa ke ye nkwala na yesesa dike nsuo ne betwe no na afi ubowu se nwene ne mpata no bugu ani kama na no enu se oniema kra ne se ya eja nya ba ko de kobo lai super so afan saa so we die under President Mahama ne ndis nsuo yiri ye n'echi no edifi sabi ajanai eniema tantande a nipa mpe untimi kura mo edin ana twi ni nyina na dia begu yabobo ano ana de omamu ni nyina da pa dedi na ndisi abade na da pa dedi pa ana global rensu yire no nko akeke yes adwene asai niema Profu afie nom mfidi ahodo ene ade na efie na ede abegu oman mu no na ada na di akire wiase nyina se ye oman a sabe predi asa ye reti oman mu ofie a utimi nyi Ghana free say ye ni kan a de bekasa and this is evidence based obibia obekasa asem wiase afa na ba bibia no on sese or hand hokra, the evidence is available.
Sir.
Now the question is, who besides a then you drew the
yeah.
The drew the if you say, your Maya, young fan of crane yet. I can before and continue on and fan of crane yet. And leadership problem. Afe ye your Maya. Nipa ye wo man no mu no ye su ne ye ban enya de a esefata ye ensefata no ne ye obi bia ni ho a wo Ghana ha a obepra ni wira na boboa no ne ba bia owi a odi wira no bekwa akogu ne kete so ansa no wada but onipa nim se no de odi gu ne kete so no oda enye ye eboa no ne mum nsuo sutene the or the Bakaku Gata and no dinsuo nam or the Bakaku anti attitude nipa behavior. The last point, be the last, but for me, engineering. Say fire adwene can be mum and share say way nsue na no mutue say ne no aha you see na wa ha be ye enye ye nsumramu ne esi no ye fele wetlands ana atecha from ni nyina no nsusanso be na de beba enti yakwati science and data information yentimi apply wo engineering field na yemfa MY ho enti okeka saa de we ni nyina bomu a na afi utwaje se na ne yeto abama aban ye den yeto abama mpanifo wo manum titiri o mampani ye den yeto abama se odi na adwene ne bibia ne na mayokuro ne na aban be ye nhihye abeki sure se ne ma amabobodi eye adwuma enti se anya adwuma when the first pot to blame enunti nana eye easy ema yewura mahama bro wo position se na o blame na na adoda Kokofu ado ene na aban na easy ma no enti ne nsoso eye easy ma obi biara obi biara se wakosukuda se wakosukuda se woyeden se woyeden easy to blame Mahama and NDC government for their actually.
Okay.
Very easy. So one policy omo de bae or the free efie eba bemu no mienu aso aye adwuma na anya adwuma pa one watcha sanitation ministry and ne water resources wotwa emu no wo de kwose rural development ministry ase enu wotwa emu no ade kwose rural development ase efi na doso nsuo no so kwan ni nyina asisi enti sa policy no wa fail so one me adwen sa
me no ya adwen
so it's a policy failure. Then another policy the sanitation and waste management side aso zoom lion adwuma kuo no se dwuma no oye se soani se mo ho se ni ho ye de amanfo wo ne ya meka hwe wo de awusi wutwam no ayi afiri ho enti se wutwam no ayi bibi afiri ho na ye hwe animu se de wo de ba no be ye papa a che de ne wo ho nya sa na te
yeah
enti se wutwam no ayi afiri ho na so di bi ba ye so mfa bi ba ye na de o how twitwiri die se yaba na o ma mu ni nyina ya da pa abedadi efi edokro ye ene ade a let's say that policy has also failed.
Yeah.
82 major policies, government policies have failed. And no dey do baby I agree. Ekiachinya bi ani ho. Bibi bi ani ho. Me try say always say my try say menya politics.
Yeah.
If we say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia call ye na okohwe to rank them no kochiche amanfo awre no. Ekoche wo niema no. All kasa no de si sudua say yenhwe say saa niema yemfanya politics. Na asoman ye nyina be pen promise. Enti na memfanya politics. But I am attacking the policy, the issue. And I'm on tour aban 2 year. Se otu sa na mo no ne boae. Ana nsuo to ye na wire bia begu abonten. Ana krom din na gota no nsuo na nya kwan no okwa. Na chese sa policy no eye na ke aboye nsema. So na me ya adwen sa.
Me no ya adwen.
But ehunsunsanso aba bedadi. Se sa policy no amoa na emom ede o hawa ba ne de. Obia wo kwan including me say meka ho asem. So that is the policy. Obia nchiri President Mahama NDC obia nchiri wo because oman akomia na ye de ama ho. Na senia ntwe dua anka no to. Saa na dua so enka komfort asem. Enu nti ye ntan wo na emom ye tan asem no. Ye tan policy no wodi tu anamona wodi tu ye na wo susu se eno na de ahoto bebre amanfo saa policies no e de ohaw abra amanfo enti me ka me hwe animu senka pa ne papa mu a mate se President Mahama se emfa na enu asese isi oni empra krom clean enye bad idea but enka na mo pa kesi asese otu nso obepa Ghana for chew me manfo Ghana for me pamoche. In fact, na Kokofu ado na ese kodi kan palicho but no omo nye if you say omo mpe na Kokofu ado asem. Ba ye Ghana for no so ye ne a man ye ne dia e ne to me ne ma wo ne. What fail ye? Your resetting agenda no anya adwuma e was sanitation ne water resources ho. simplicity. Tina kwa atu no apaye chew. Na fe wa ka kire say yen Ghana for kra yen kire wo ni a esese wo ye. Because omuni clue, omuni hwe.
Yo.
Omuni hwe. Omuni ensuade hunu bia. Enti mi video na wo boy no. November 14th or so, 2024.
Yeah.
Aka kuma bi ame yakoto aba 2024. Ana multimedia for through Joy News. Omu eye debate ema MPP and then NDC. And the debate, na a base on manifesto a water resources and sanitation. Some I can was him. Then only a 2 year friend wash. Wash in it water, sanitation, and hygiene. And to make what Kokofu for me, Mujina new patriotic party. Anna Rabana or EPS say as boss.
Yeah, Clute.
Or no Jina Muma and this. And to be pay the food test. Ghana food in a tree a book. My country join you for say, Omunya Ghana for Papa, no will replay the full complement of that debate. Na a free sabre equal. Ye kase amayoku bia be gina na property on tire de obetimi aye ne de waye pen. Next time round, Ghanaians will take it serious. Now, based on that, Omudi are taking the decision.
All right.
Very, very important.
About you, may I say, we just the opening of it. As time goes on, I think I will have God factor here to also put in 1 or 2. Now, semi-tier conversation now, okay, which is where I would like us to start from.
Yeah.
I personally, I feel say, and Patrick, this is me. I feel say the effect or the job were MPP former year, was not felt or known or was covered due to the doings of more MPP for that. That is the first thing that I would say.
Yeah.
Because your Bible, you can you also to me so can you find question BBA say and I'm a boy. And to some way, you might win in a decision portfolio, maybe suit to the V18. Now, communication friend to me, Uncle Kanaman capitalize it. Now, it will be the capitalize no degree near. I don't see the reason why now our approach should be we shouldn't stop. I don't know why now our approach should be based on we trying to be human and human. Sad na more to be honest with you, many more nyadwene baako cry. Eno na ekun party no. Me kan okrepa na chodok. Sa niama na party mpanifo a monam ho mo ye no. Eno na ekun yen in the essence say. For me there I've been privy to your in debate, and I saw the key points you made. And I saw the key things Dr. Bawumia would have continued to do. Why wasn't it heard? Why was the propaganda rather overshadowing us that had the facts, the data, and the figures? Now, and then nyamia yamuadom doc. Now, se said ya wuka ye nyankopon pa wo mo a edi sa bone ne hontoma. Obe eko na ma Ghana fo na eko sa lie ejina asoko sa lie e de to abeti a wona ate ase no. Mo se mo no mo ba se mo be di Accra. Ma ba ma ye nyankwa na ye nya no mroso eno ne dia mo ye nti mo MPP for penny for no say ya sorry na mo ti a mo kan che say mo ti a sorry enye politics na mo ye. Honorable, we are getting tired. Honorable, please. But we are getting tired of this approach of we trying to sound sane than everybody. We trying to sound politically correct than everybody. We trying to be as gentle than anybody. If somebody, because from the outside, honorable, any reasonable person who knows that your policy na yanye kuta better alternative and santa omotwa so. But we allowed the same let's be gentle young cano a yinan crofrontiasiano a dear yanka Asem no ne calmness ben na yan kan calm. Honorable sir, omo to abase si an calmness in we ni vote to on side o. Politics na ye no honorable. Yeah politics you. And your politics na ye no. Esi Akufo-Addo pen so no yesi ba omia na Akufo-Addo fi abaifo. E na akoto nsuo de me ne Ghana fo. Ekoton krofo tirim e mo mu gina asokoto aba. Enne nyame adawroma no kre na bededi. O say nyame adawroma wo ti ase EPA ho. The facts, the informations are there. By now, you do free. One radio to one radio to one TV to one TV to break these people's back. No, mo be maya be ya no oh. Mo maya ntre nipa no kre no. Mo maya ntre nipa no kanea no. Mo maya anyways. Doc, I don't think that is going to help us. To be honest with you, and I'm being honest.
Ninu ano.
Utumi ya no. I don't know why that approach.
Yes, I sympathize with you and I share in your frustration. Nipa Bibre no share in that frustration. But unfortunately, you are addressing the wrong person. MPP penny, I agree. But unfortunately, you are addressing the wrong person. Ebia, who pass my country, I mean to what they farm from him. I will take it up to them. Because until a mama will date, you know. Komona mi di ye no ne ade na capture no enye ye to abawie ye nya nsamba
Debi before
and then I will give you more information, more videos, any interviews. Me office as EPA. In fact, wager that I was there with the media because one woman me said let me actually when the case in the court that time na EPA me need to me to do demolition. I can't be na mama yire me one year new law yeah EPA one ne obetimi aye demolition obetimi achinipan. I never got the benefit of utilizing that law. Me boa me ye no. Law near passing in 2025 January 5th. The last law na Akufo-Addo science and infra. It is our law no se me kwabna Kokofu me penso na na ye adwuma. Anka frustration in the idea can be it may resolve it. But fast forward. Aside that, nano aturenche mi see and I know some that we say tuntum. Maybe the name says a second would declare 2 days of national mourning. Oh man, rather no man penino called that Thanksgiving. Minima di okoda was all there. Share your shrakra and say titru man kwada mofra na number na awuo no kra no me de mi su se yentimi huna no yentimi huna no da na bio eno no ma mi gina aso ma mi campaigner na me ye wa asante ma mi twa aso e bank ha be hwehwe be bia sabre no na ni bre o ntima ama me biafo no kra capture me be bia me nim to the bia na nim se busuafo bi wa ha we myself ko hwe sa de ko hwe I took it upon myself said radio stations upon radio stations. I've been on Peace FM and ne no pa me no ka say Makwadum FM.
Yeah,
me other stations akasa o phone so in fact OKFM na na di kai. You busa me question ne niam ahuduo bia e fa sa niam e ho. Ma kire madwene. Obi ne be ya obi ne me nya adwene. Enti I have done my bit. I'm not saying it's a party ni aye a bit. No. Enunti no a lesson my say fast forward no. Say ya kan ya no tumu saa politics no enimu aye if you say akoye kasa na mpedudu a obi ni twa kontompo na otwa kontompo no na ebedane no kre Winim say asma ye kan nyina we had the whole ministry yes, sanitation and water resources, and they did so much. They did very, very, very well in that space. Document here could tell me here. Editor Sir Garrett World Bank project in seminar. and yakuchire gu ha and as aban no ya ye kom near tna ho sa wash asema making wash sector development program ni here 2021 to 2030 the 2021 year shas lot of niema wa ha bebre o ka say mre bi na this for kra the boy wo mu de sre yen say abaya o yiti afi abaya
yeah abaya toilet yeah
World Health Organization was standards of media open defecation say nkrofoja wa na wo baby mia baby bebre basa MPP abai dey take his initiative under this wash initiative program and make it sure district assemblies metropolitan assemblies in the KB there was a project a fear war Kumasi program omuni proper sanitation toilet facilities abani yen hihya omunya WCC ne ade wo mu afie ni nyina was to improve upon the hygiene and then sanitation and the water situation or man. And I agree to the point say enuma ye no de ye ne de ye no ye da ubo no ye kuma bi dodo I am very low that one there no doubt enti me mafato me also say I will step up say adwumade no na afoforo ye nuanom so enunti Asante region say a national a regional chairman as we are regional chairman we are the chief spokesperson for the party or region enti niama ekoso wa abam and outside abam bia e ye good na wudi animu no wa kirikirimu ana waka ho asem enunti na sese ye dis adwumade ne mame kwabna Kokofu na communication skills any nhunumu e wo national issues mu nti ase ene kwan pa ye betumi a kire mu ama afoforo ate ase na anu we de ba yi de etwagu dada a mampani o we kikan ye edi gu ya be ni mu ase ni nyina makoyi ni nyina pie a ye ka ho ase meka ho asem sa abosome nti me de biara da me kona me ye me campaign 1 hour na ma betena radio so another 1 hour na maka national issues na bokoboko na mudi dwumadie ne ma me wie se kim ene na kire se ye mete so ano ye ko afiefiem ye ko nkofo ye kire wo mu nsem na no me ti a delegacy bi na me no mu kana ba ko ede ba se honorable one say Asante region ye ha na vote ni nyina free ba me se ane na so aban ne ye ni yie one say ye beto aba no NDC fo bi kura ba ha omu be no mo sre omu kuri ye say ye to aba de bia ye nya mpuntuo ni ade nti o ka sa wi na so ya me tie bi me hunu bi na mo me bisa one question ojitum say NDC for penny fo bi free other regions ba no say na fi ehin papa so no abo foreign minister ni no abo free water region om nyina ba ana me se kire me ade ba akope project ba akope ewo voter region capital ho ebi ni Kumasi Ashanti region capital so me ade ba akope me mpemi no dey just one uria kan school ahodo secondary one universities we are king hospitals ahodo we are king road network ye yagusu ko ta ne ho ahwan na fa Kumasi ne ho etoto ho afei na obi agina ho ntimi kan nam say here we are the onu wo baby a wo free ba no wato aba ma NDC saa fi say Adam ni Eve ba wiase ekoye oda ho to aba ma NDC ono de omusa NDC say NDC nyampuntuo ma no ho
ema no
say ya nya hwe kura ma na oni hawo na ebo ono betimi anya akokoduro afaka aba me ne wo yakache ha santimem aba ba kire yen say ya nya interchange nti ma yen to aba ma
no
MPP na me no so ya gi ato enya arehosem that day campaign na me ni ade nyina ape ebedane na ka ya yesu kra really sana na asemrete na say yes sana ti ono oti baby a nanum akum ntinchine krodi bia onti but wotimi aba wo fie abeka chawo se aduane na waduane a wodie na wo yira ya ama no nchine nim nti ja wo yire na pani ampa wo so ja wo yire
odi meka ko ja wo yire
baby ofri ba no nanum akum akoma kra wa mobi
yabi
ntinchine kra ono onte ne de ba ono timi ba wo fie abra wo yire wi aduane ni asemo ya to opono no wi a wa be hua no waka cho se wo yira nim mai ntini nim ntija na ware na ususu di mirika no ja na ware stabbing happened to us and it will never happen again in Ashanti region with Kokofu as your chairman, regional chairman. This propaganda will not work again. But yeah, body pano at the Kokofu region and other strongholds of NDC. No man could demonstrate yet say Munsha Masitinem Mutu Abama NDC that the Piara Dano Munsha Masitinem. Now me if we be a say neighbor no quota do say no. Yet the data and information about control. Hospitals are wood. And Koda nya kwan ko school ni universities a free region no me de baka control. Nya ka control say NDC na we do omachi amoto abama wo de bia. They have taken you for granted.
All right.
Yeah.
Doc, more questions be more about 5 questions be am person me bisa.
Anya de kra.
I
have a 2 ka hon anya 7.
Don't worry. Questions
more. We are class prefect.
More never but I just want us to get this going. Now, in your earlier submission, you did talk about policy.
Yeah.
And that of a policy failure of the NDC. Because what my say ansana omoba bemu na nea medu owa na ewo it was in the pipeline amoye get some come beto aso omobe stop here. Now, can you tell me policy wise their government from 2017 up to 2025 modi free abemuno in terms of policy because a policy problem there policy ba ko mienu ben na MPP aban e de ba ya na omo person omo de solve south flood way na almost started the be adwuma de na afi so adan na nsuo eto those times na ye hu no to say dia e hu ne nei say ubetumi a start everywhere na about the engineering problem, then we will talk about a few about sanitation, then we will do a little politics, and then that will be the end of our talk for today. Until you can start from there. Policy wise, at the end more from 2017, mo be yeah na mo hu say a year juma and I say started say it take shape.
Every other map me documents no yeah. Emrene Makwan. Where the Ghana Presidential Compact on Wash.
Okay.
Now, no, ubehu na na do dan Kokofu signature.
Yeah.
Where your policy initiative the bar said ensure water is life. Afe ensure hu hia na ye nkwadea. Ene na ahunidie yes sanitation. Bira sisa bola ni ade afi na ahotie hygiene ahotie wote hote na sabe nke kan wa ni ho fi
o ka se be a wonu suma ba ho pa ho
sawa ho still a sum na ba ho
ya se de ho afe no
nsuma so kan ye ho
anya nya hwe wo de we mi anya ne sa
yeah, office wana.
As you see, I bet you can. Feed that's what you come.
I never couldn't see an MCB. Okay, fine. Now, Enunti medical council policy back whereby and he said a janabia. Now, Sabi, Nipeja Empuano, a hefa baby. Now, my information no woman mua who
does
your brain into. But a janai be a hoodwa a bind under a kufuado. It me ye bo man him bebre. Abua amayetimi yi sa or how no a dear free your system no kakra. Afe nsuo mo den besi ne ukwamia bia sebe nipa ne anantwie ne nwan e prinsuo enu nti Akufo-Addo aban ehwe ma YouTube borehole ahodo e ma community tie wade be friend community water management bebre ahodo wo mia bebre. Then ahotie Ghana Health Service ebemu Ghana Health Service ebemu no na primary health care yare ti say cholera no free insufimu the friend waterborne diseases. The record shows say under Akufo-Addo aban cholera and other waterborne diseases was drastically reduced. If we say you make it sure now thanks to COVID protocols also. Because nipa bekaya COVID time and protocols are by the good on see a worry and say so you Yama, I would be brave when you are rough, onion, so happy, baby, but so you kai.
Yeah,
you know why, Emma,
yeah,
I wouldn't be near here about for men. I feel waste management. Yaya ball every Nahin Yako to a group. In Krahankwa, you generate almost 14,000 metric tons of waste a day. If the record, the figures are right. I just said, when we are in a hin, I will to a enti aban no ye nhihye na nhihye aban ne beto ye na emom otim se adwumakuo te se Zoom Lion ene ada human kitenkete a omu ye waste management system ye be ka omu nyina boa no na aban ne beboa wa mo matu adamo enti na ewira sesa ene fi no na enkoi de nanso na eye under management ade a na hu dwumadie no ekuramu denden enti na chese ekoso enti time bia no bibi be tua na mo aduru baabi ususu se esese utoaso na ana ushemu kena you are at liberty to do so through policy. Enti there was a clear policy for waste management na dia edika wo mu yese abanu based on scientific information data about climate change and waste management. It is a friend of the 3 R's. Reuse, recycling, and resource. And until the Huni say we are abang yen shema manage companies be play or system no more. If we are not over Daniani at the yard for not a system no. So though these were policies are deliberate and I say and it ho yedi gu akwam se betimi aboa.
Okay.
Enu ti na brebia etwa mu and Akufo-Addo aban. Ubehunu wira nom ne ade wa abonten kura na nti se ni ai betwa mu na anu yi. Zoom Lion ne ada nyumakuo ni nyina ansa da ho a wo mo ye adwuma se de sefata. Another major policy was one yedi hunidie any environmental issues echo school mu enti all sectors of from basic schools to secondary schools to the universities enti wo ma de kire no mu no ye the environmental science egurem ye kire o if say if you catch them younger omunyine no na titie no wo dwumadie ba ko o your friend separation of waste ma bro kire sa na moye no.
Yeah.
Mo kamu ball and you nyina mo anom.
Baby.
We wa ha to our ha plastics wa ha we no mo. Ye tu anamon at EPA yani Ministry of Education edin nkabo mu na ye make sure say sukufo kwada ntetie mu no ewo won efrase asua ene wo se wo mo ni kwa akola bi ho a din pass obedidi awie no beto bibia so
yeah
Gabi don't do ye mpanifo ne ye
yeah
and na kwada akra dia grow abontia on tinta su to form
Gabi
say children school. Enti say akase nkwadaa na eba abekire yen penifo awofo no. And uko fie bi ma nkwadaa na hyase akire wo ma awofo no. Na nya nkwadaa nyom na kire mobile phone. Nyom. Thirty phones in the mind. Internet nyom na koso mind.
Ankasa.
Enti ye in such a way say kwala no be environmental teachers at home.
Yeah.
And elsewhere. That was a major policy, deliberate policy. Another policy ye di gu akwan mu ne say aso climate change ehun susanso bone na ye hu no mfaso die bi so o be ana. The answer is yes. Enti ye would adwumade bi a friend climate smart business sustainability. In fact, climate smart agriculture. Kwampa be na abefa so a ubeye wafuo se mufuo na uye se de na mo na uye yo unya ne such a way say emma wiem nsakyraye enkoba asem. Na uye ni nyina na aboa no a na wabenya carbon credit. Omano boa credit na no the carbon market. And no ama maya wo sika yuma kese na eto credit no the sika bo man. That is simple. And so, a deliberate effort, deliberate policy and abandoned at all. Yemfa infrastructure, physical infrastructure.
Okay.
Sa garage project here came. You can't hear about the kakaka. Greater Accra Resilient and Integrated Development Projects. 2019 to 2025.
2019 to 2025. Which means say the garage the document ne estimation ya de share so sanka ye betumi di aye no from the year 2019 to 2025 pretty much. And it is a net
mami correct to kakra.
Okay,
Ghana ewa ha. Implementation delay for 2 years.
Okay.
Enti one kwaji extension ended 2027.
2027. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Integrate no adwuma ss ye na nkasa no anka na wie ye na na say akebe ni eso implementation and so ne best start free 2027.
Best start I started 2019 tikabe ended 2027.
Yeah. So if there is any impact here, we would announce if any solution or if it has solved any problem by 2027 there as I see a science. Okay.
Enti aban no de niema gu akwami ye drains ahodo about getting to be 18 different so tie me tape na you get the figures we need me has here na me person when it comes to figures na me as obebo trim but ye drains ni niema be create odomu any ade a lot to be done. Project no sika nyina $350 million.
One the coffee says can buy.
Nana Akufo-Addo aban na yes answer share.
Okay.
Ye free aban mu no na aban aye adwuma no bi amasika na aka $218 million.
Out of the 350 no. Move free work on na mo the movie aye adwuma manaka $218 million. And no doubt for aban bi obeba na say mo kra na mo be win ya obetumi di aye adwuma.
Sir. And until I tape no me can say the next NPP government, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia government, committed of that continue the project.
Sir, no. Yeah.
Because you are doing sika to her. So the commitment was there. Now, the difference was any. Abai now wa ba ya wo sisi ya no obeduru ye no. Wan toaso bieu. Ana sika no so eda ho no so yenim nia ode akwa wie. Na emom Omampani minim briefing kra ye omode ma no. A otimi bie na no kan se na Akufo Addo aban ammoa oman no ye titi gotem na ye kɔgye sika se ye de be control flooding ne ade a $350 million na oma bedi just aban na bedi sika wabra wa nso ye ma friend handing over notes e wo mu black and white say $218 million is available for that particular project
no
na ye wo ana moja ato ho impempi no e bia na mo hwehwem se bia mfumso bi wo mu a which I don't have a problem but we hwehwem no ensese esi dwumadie na no kwan na kofa yo ne kese te se de abai a beto ye eti otwene mu tan one na ban have to be blamed. It took World Bank for say omu babontin abeka say hold on sikane da ho $218 million ye hu said da ho na emu ye mo maban finance
releasing
ana mo release ye na mo twetwe mo na ase ana project no nkoso asema da ho no
yeah
sa sem we ye to sebe knowledge ya wabo
inti doc say netie say dia wo ken say sa netie aban bi ababe hu because maybe now we are forgetting in 2013
yeah
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama okate sword to fix Accra drainage.
Yeah.
As far back as Professor Mills' time, $798 million for drainage and also for railway, Western Railways.
Yes.
Fofia Antwata, President Nekoye, Emanes for this first John Mahama to do. It was not done. Rather, in 2015, they said their wedding kind. You told us no. At Redentam Kessia, ye who be that a Janins you essay. Ewa abra 2013 ya kate sword. Say ye they can fix our problem we. Yet now ho yen sheha. Emma oye ne say beton yen over 100 and something people and a shere omonkwa.
Sure.
Ebeya ade beto. Fast forward. Doc. Another government yaba. MPP. We're making sure say we secure 350 million. For the same thing now, we cut it short for the first time now went to me and yeah, no nipa fast who ye no. Na oba bemu. Na enye se scanning ni ho. Scanner da ho. Na we yen sheha. Ame nipa wu. Na instead of admitting say no credit no scan we da ho se sanke di say yamfa nye. Ame nipa ko wu. Now, rather, we the opposition now, your country says, na say, Dr. Kokofu, Cecilia Dapa, as en so President Nanado, Mutna si hu yes, mo person, mo bua Ghana, mina mo jenkwa. Na mo kwa diska beto. Na mo ma yusu kakra dia ye juma. Next Canada ho, na aban bia yan sheha say, on person the sick spending. Aba say you say the on release. Na enuhunti ene enipa more than and from where we are going, people are still looking for their family members as we speak now. Doc, as we speak, and Crawfordy and as also show mu nuanom ne wo mo yere ne mo ayira. Na ade na beto mo si ye metre mu say efi na manaba yensi got ye ade ne de ye mfa anya. Doc, that case we no minim high we shouldn't. It is not even doing politics. This is you using facts to educate Ghanaians to say some president and Crawford na ba yo mo beka kire mo say omo pemasem na omo bebo Ghana kra ho ban no. This is what they have done. Say siken ni ho the what they made every Ghanaian believe in and say mo meka mo because you are part of the government that passed. What the Ghana siken na Ghana institution siken na mo wie ni na na meboa. And then Yankupon de Kania to Moses said, there be South Kokofu is Ladapano and this Kebiao. Ne 218 million bid the wire, say Yamfandia crown. Yet the Atinaho Abana Daho Pramaya Kenipa Emanabedane said the problem am I. Then the glorious Holy Party Mambo bought tie. But now say we shouldn't make this politics. Intino say no. If we cannot do politics with this, what can we do politics with? Honorable, I am me, yeah, because I don't get it. Me like I don't know. Ode kasa. Yeah, yo, but mami baby no.
Water is life.
Water is life.
Again, I share in your frustration, but you are still addressing the wrong person. If you say, me ba no tonight, me fa BBNC, Anna cross check, and no na me o peace FM, Makasa or OKFM, Makasa or Adum and none of pay. Kumasi so na Makasa or I think hello Utek. I don't mince words.
Good.
And fortunately or unfortunately, ministry honey project, I wasn't part of the implementers. But that me nim ho marching. Nemum is signed baby and I'm here you my EPA. The BPA a tremor of fire environment na me go adaji the many DH.
Sir.
And I have the facts and the figures.
Sir.
In fact, sa debate na me koyeno sa bread. Now almost mpenifuo water and sanitation ministry amoma beginem aye debate. Omu ya no omu nya bi. So they called on me.
Yes.
And I did make a call. 80 facts and figures na me di go abonten. Eni me maso ye ni baby am ye adwuma. But because say ehu hia me nti me woni nyina. Ana mato me bo ate situation na se. Enti say obi say ya botai obi say me empa politics name me we count me out.
That's it. But that's pa.
Please count me out because here me hunu de enti a. Ono o mampani wo shase de ye politics. Na obo ye mampani ni sa bre no tiri so. Na ene se abu abono a na ye be ka asem foforo. No. No, the answer is no. Yeah. And you see, any time now will be time will be. The facts available.
Any other casa.
That's it. What's my problem? Because you see, I'm penny ampa, you go here, me.
Scanning
me. Yeah, be a Juma, Kakra, Media, yes, Juma, and be a war how. Who quite you? Sebia Bibia to see how do you me? I can once. Now the I can't down. Kasepane down. Umfa unsan kan na umfa nya adwuma. Uma wiase nyina hu se me ana ban ma family a eno de ntisa. Sa se mu ye kire mu a se obi anka abone o.
Eno anu no.
Kire we ma nya politics. So, me no ya adwene. I agree. But just say me na meti anya yi my circumstances of a victim of circumstances. And ya bibia ebeso ye me.
Aba se
ko. Na maka
Mate, yo, ebio, toilet issue, no. Me ankasa me ye program bi waha as at toilet open defecation near the no.
Yes.
Me Al Jazeera 4 years steady bi. As at that time no na enipa na Ghana mining now omo access to a good place to ease themselves was less than 11%. From independent you up to the time we are in. So program now ubo din say must start 3 years musisi toilet no. Ebeboa yema enipa na omu osabe omu jo omu 9 basa e reduce by 26%. As at 2022. E reduce here. Meaning say yes, we no metumi support to the outcome and say ampa ye hunhun sunsanso because enam say musisi those toilets ninti no ebema womu a ebia nkobegina pete mu eja ne nan ne ade no eso ba ba ye den ebete ye eno ye no pray. Now my issue would be with this two things. Building structures, right?
Yeah.
Building and business structures, and then also this whole drainage issue. Yeah, El Koswe. Honorable me, kakra minim say. Drainage, you know, a housing for a drainage, yeah, a housing for a year. I got an idea 1 year. Now, a ban saying that NDC for to me kato years so say $43 million. Me, I got a privilege to listen to Honorable Cecilia Abnadapa, our parliament. Or answer to Auditor General report here by now omode churches have 43 million. Original parliament no NDC for enye bibia amfa say we this can be an answer why bibi or the clear on the side. Later on, I got also briefing say Sana it was between 3 different ministries and yet just one ministry per any this jumano. Eba ne say ne yetumi tena homa ye ma sa narrative in stake here say yeah, the $43 million be Cecilia da pass on fan koti odom. No omekodi. No so be ya dia and then ni na kra no kra na be there this no. And this is for that so the nam programs are say kika Cecilia da pa ene yimo akamo de sa $43 million no koti odom mu a e bia nke su yire ba yi ama. No kra be na was ade ni mu. What can you tell us about that
Almost say if we are Sinakasa, we try control my safari, what about no man a buyer almost ora.
I ora, Omoka ora.
And you man a buyer no so more resetting.
But I
Oman as more cases are who do our him.
But I
Empty, I could say, question woman as you sound.
Andra mi bisawa ha. Andra mi bisa say omora rather than the anti Cecilia da pa 43 million because cases somebody are coding in announcement say almost Cecilia da pa de na so why are they still using that? I mean,
that's the point. That's the point. And you know, going forward, you know,
yes,
na yet to 3 abani we. Na ye mu bi na ibenya to me say jina party na na emo no ekasa yie no.
Yeah.
You address all these issues. You see, the truth in this one thing speaking with authority. And one thing wukasa I will be able to walk. So eti mama modern na munyina mo foma no ntumbi. Na me meye Asante regional chairman.
Yate.
Na me kasa with authority. Se mi biema no na me kasa. Na nipa nhunu nukure ni kontompo a ewo mu. So se ya nye ne sape. Ye be tena ho ama. Nia etwa akoda da ni nyina akura wo masa akonya na ba na asan ba be ye tse asamfo frokra. Enu na sese ye yere ye ho. Ye di sa adwuma. One will say me wo document bi o me ha.
Okay.
Page 209 of 2024 manifesto. So,
MPP manifesto 2024.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
yo.
Paragraph we or say the Community Water and Sanitation Agency, which largely runs rural water supply, has also initiated reforms to sustain the water, sanitation, and hygiene. That is WASH. The transformations implemented so far includes the reconstruction of the water infrastructure in 190 communities.
190
communities to improve water delivery. I'll say the CWSA runs over 40,000 boreholes and 1,022 small town water systems. The NPP administration has also opened the rural subsector to private sector investments as small water enterprises. And there are currently about 4 such enterprises operating over 100 small and micro water systems in the country. The next NPP administration, under a Bawumia presidency, will ensure that the objective of economic growth, industrialization, and urbanization will be achieved without compromising our nation's water resources and freshwater ecosystems. We will undertake the necessary structural reforms aimed at revolutionizing the management and delivery of water services across Ghana on the principles of the closed-loop circular economy that emphasizes the 3 R's: recycling, reuse, and recovery, to instill efficiency, achievement, effectiveness, and economic viability within the sector. Enti, we nyina ye nneɛma a good materials for us ɛsɛ sɛ yɛboa ano na yɛde kɔ akɔn no. Mame ma security bi me ɛnsɛ ka meka but mame nka. And sɛ mo te sɛ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ahyehyɛ sectors, areas, committees.
Yeah.
Me meka water and sanitation subcommittee committee no meka ho bi. Ana me san ka environmental protection and regulation committee, and some 2 committees.
Okay.
Each of the committees, the subcommittees are heading. But because I'm not in leadership of any of the committees, Intina Mintimin Kasa on behalf of the committee. Into the making my own personal knowledge and understanding. But going forward, by the time committee committees in we are factoring in the working out frustrations. Ban saying and the Yantinian we, Yantinian we, Nayamu we would do, and Nina we are factoring there. And our committees in the bed leading on the public discourse. Say any amount will be deep with a honey idea, a bet near Jim from Subia Tumu, na fe yachre Kwampa and that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia presidency. You bet me I never improve the lives of the people. Nina will come to fall. And until do baby and I'm hesitant in Accra because we need a mandate to speak for and on behalf of any of the committees. But because I'm a professional, I am a profession. Now my that public space in it. And I'm giving out certain information and knowledge. In due course, may my country committee members and say spokespersons for the committees and I see a be for the social media special. The committees we say it may be for social media networking. I just say matters to say the it will come strongly on the fore. Now you're making sure say between the home come on now. You're breaking it down. I'm will be the senior etc.
All right. Another technical one. Now for politics kakrebni upon akabe 35 minutes now ebrena ebe. But the next question has to be with me patrona wo EPA.
Yes.
E prepi na ya no mo ka say na yama enkrofo kwan mo mo ekosi adan e wo waterways ebinim akọ block gutters ebinim akọ block yi EPA sa niama no efa mo ho sa eyi se obi ekosi se obi kosi dan a ohia EPA for permit ya na criteria ben na mugina so they declare a place be say place ni is safe to build on and a criteria ben na mokasa had a higher water prone area and as a higher baby a gas line be nam ha and as a bibi na mentun to mean see what do you people go through? What are the processes? Is it an EPA issue and I say just a different thing? We get blaming your agency for it. If you can educate us a bit on that. Doc, go to Mengan. All right, Doc. Now me can say, can so no. Hello, Divine. Can so no. It be depending on Sankro for ACC dying with waterways, and for air building businesses, and for air blocking waterways, gutters near the idea, and for choky near the idea. Now, in terms of the building of things, no, me besides EPA, mu road bi say obi e beje permit e ko si dan na factory a EPA mu road bi a mu play and I say ye twa na ye twa ntro to mo so say mo so mo kan wo mo a e man krofo kwan na o mo ko si dan and businesses for baby a ense san ko mu sisi no obetuma ma ye education kakra wo wa
yes BBBF environment ho a day or how baby EPA cannot escape blame. I know there I must confess. But the point is, uto bo na wahwehwem na wahu said it.
Okay.
Yewo omemu ane yewo yahye mra bebre. Enti dwumadie bia ne adwuma adwuma a saa mra no ehye ne nsem. Se ofa mia yesisi adan ne bibia saa mra no
edu baby e de no do kwa yi na e freeze.
Look at this. What's my god?
Do sci-fi ni bio, sci-fi explanation ni bio.
Na me kire say. Dwumadie bia ye di bia. Okay, your natural environment and your built environment.
Okay.
Ni nyina fa environment. Enti EPA will track on with ni nyina.
Okay.
The natural environment in your forest reserves, nsuwa, astronom ne niam. Built environment the working infrastructure.
Business
yes, businesses go to Kuayo, normally adina follow under built environment. And today be antawantawa war natural environment, built environment. And your management regulations a resolve santawantawa. And where management regulations be feeling, and no you Enti EPA e beto chima wa environment ni bia we EPA free man enye principle. However, nanso amamra e kire se nyuma ahodo bebre a oman nyuma kuo deda no eye won anamra ma won tumi so me ufa bibi se nsuansu a ye ka ho asem Oman Dumaku a wotumi na ne dia a friend of Water Resources Commission. But says here Mansu and Sua be won't teach a man and won't say you ever boy din Cecilia. But a brano and it to me no Water Resource Commission.
Try answer, me patro meba. Emrano ewo Water Resource Committee.
Commission.
Water and Resource Commission.
Water Resources Commission.
Water Resources Commission.
WRC, yeah.
WRC. Water Resource Commission. Me pato Water Resource Commission no e ministry be ase.
Sene water and sanitation ministry no. Nti ase o ma se.
Okay. Water and sanitation ne de e be share water and sanitation for ase.
You see our opinion is where you call local government. You never go say local government.
That's a distinction I wanted you to make. In the first, the designated ministry for Kokofu we Juma. Say more dear, Juma down then in a Musune Modadrin in ISRD. And Mr. Experienced driver, Mahama. So it's about me, mate. Now, on the experience. And also no experience in nyanse kura na nature say as a
resetter.
Sorry, interview. Sorry, honorable Patron come here tia for so kakra fa che me. Okay, intino no ne de no or the akose local government.
Sana as a church.
Inti sa committee a ubo mudin anka 2
million. Committee, a commissioner or
Yes, sorry. Sa commission here said to me we show Monsano. First no mo anka so mo anka ministry, papa standing ministry no mo ye adwuma no. And then the Omako can local government.
That is how it appears to be.
Okay, me patcho to aso.
Enti
I hope some follow it here for the mesramo communicators no. Chairman Kokofu na we ye na kasa no mesramo. the all man in na me twa me book ni na ma wa o chira me be jina na say me the program e ma na nya wo ya cause me take note no me nhwe keke doc koso
enti adansi asema wo kan saa tumi ni nyina amamra no de ma local government authority nti our local government act
authority okay
enti se eye metropolitan eye won ana tumi no wo the bia no ye assembly district assembly tumi no wo
assembly no
na emom omudi omudwuma aye saa ne ma na omu onwumaku ahodo a omuto nsa frɛ wo ebi ni EPA ebi ni we enti obi na wanya ne fufuo ana wa ye ne nkwan na osebra na be what no wadi bi senso betena ho no nya wo na akɔkyerɛ no sɛ nea onye
ya onye nya na akɔkyerɛ no
that is where the problem is na eno no saa hyehyɛ ni nyina na a weekend EPA it wo hwɛ ewiase amama nyina tumi a omu EPA wo na hwɛ wo mmra na now they compare Ghana there na just say yeah that form
that's a EPA the end there you are just there but you don't really have powers
exactly
but ya hand there EPA for no mo kro mo powers ah omo di ye adwuma Canada ha say omo ye obi aposuro omo kra EPA for no business be asuro omo real estate for suro omo all the big corporate obi am pay EPA asem
transport near adinga
transport yes omo pay EPA asem promo asem
yeah aviation obia
yes
enti ye share world standards na act 490 of 1994 in fact that time I may call office area na mrana the 50 years act 490 1994 enti ni operational document na de ye adwuma no ediginal so e ma na ye adwuma no LI 1652 that's environmental assessment regulations of 1999. Enti na che se entimi nye adwuma ma nyina wo na so EPA se de ye pe no. Enti ye hwe wiase afa na nyina standards. Best practices. So in a nutshell the decision was taken say ye mra na fofo. Enti ye shase ye mra na fofo. Na enye ade a na obetimi de nansa na na aye. Enti ye pray call by you Rwanda for there, if you Kenya for there, our Africa settings, you know, if you US, if you other develop. In fact, Norway the United because now you comprehensive law, and yes, actor, a ban encompass all levels of environment. Into part 5 of the law, you're dedicating my climate change issues, including carbon market and all those things. Enti ana mane koba say Sadia new law your friend Act 1124 EP Act 1124 of 2025 Samra no na dan Kokofu ado sign 5th January 2025
the last January 2025
the last law science and no 2 days no fraud. Enti yewura mahama ne NDC ajapade a na Kokofu ado di ja Ghana no sa law yi ka ho bi enti sa law yi e ma EPA free agency be authority na ma EPA the powers to arrest and to prosecute enti EPA betimi a kire na betimi do agina mra ni na ono akoko adu because of the fiat of the Attorney General. That is how powerful EPA is now. Enti the awo kan ye dan isisi no nsu am. Maybe EPA boss are simple. Say e be hu se Felix asi ne dan wo nsu am na nkwan no. Ye nka na hwe. Eno an say e be frɛ no abusa na pepes. Na ya kire no a criminal offense environment and afi ya criminalize environmental offenses.
Nice.
What you say? Ya criminalize and International Court of Justice our jurisdiction over environmental crimes. But deforestation, we can hear wood zagalam saying they are all criminal offenses. Yes, environmental crime. And say Felix has seen it down with na a block space nsuo kwan na etia mra na environmental offense. EPA chere Felix na district krona dwumadie no na ya akɔkyere district no. Na office Accra or sign permit no. Na ya kyere no. Ɔde wɔn nyinaa gyina court. Onim bi nti a EPA betumi akyere district no assembly no.
Batomiti.
Assembly no ye corporate entity and living persona, legal persona. Until it can sue and can be sued.
And also be sued.
Yes.
Yeah.
But EPA can sue the assembly. The whole Ghana, EPA pay that law or what oversight responsibility over everything an impact on the environment. And the EPA can arrest you. Now would you mediana wedina ntia ya kyerɛ wo no ya kɔhwɛ baabi kura wodi sia adwuma
sir
nti district bɛn ɛna ɔmo yɛ adwuma ma wodi sia adwuma na adwuma kuo bɛn ɛna ma wo saa krataa sɛ wa ma wo krataa mpo a aso wo yɛ no wa hu. I hope you're getting me.
I'm getting you pa more question class time before.
There be a gyina I mean, Chade, ya from here. I say, we ebenya kukuduru no mde mrade be yejuma.
Ebe yejuma.
Enti kanene de, ubo EPA soboa. Of course, now timi bolu soboa. Nemum we komo na mrani ni ne ho. Oni to me. Ana bibia ye bia anso, you under the law. If you say ye bibi and your friend ultra bias, that's acting outside the law. Court to be able to find you guilty. But yetimia ye amamrana be DPA ho. It will ye near be a baby, you are within the law. The environmental regulations and management has been fortified by that new law.
Okay. Intina proud to this, no. Ghana EPA anam no until say de Dr. Henry Kokofu ko no na mo wo sesomonka
sa pepepe nti de na mi ya na yetimi ye kakra nam na ayanimia in fact to da bia wutimi
because I was going to ask you how were you able to effect some of the changes out here if you didn't really have those powers part to say they are okay na feel and am ya how did you get the strong enforcement backing? Because all these things has to be strongly enforced for the implementation to be viable. So how were you able to do it?
And no na do how apply fee nyansa.
Okay.
I can school the kakra with them no.
Sir.
And then you provide leadership. And nipa na odi o manim ni nipa na ono mo ye adwuma say omo confidence e wo no mo nim said the ye ana directions now the ban eno na ya. You see, your indigenous knowledge about environmental protection and the natural resources. Your tete amamre ni amanie wo ho a ye nananom no mudidi dwuma. You see nsuo we de abna ye nkomu bnada.
Sir.
Nsuo we ye nwumunam atifi ha ye nwumunam gisa na afo. Kwaye we ye nkom kwaye brentuo kom kwasiada.
See,
they had all those things. Enti se wokwati wenum nyina now so the book mu na abehwe na book mu na abehwe you may get it wrong. Okay. The neman bebre o we able to do so see even though ne said any strict legal backing but
yeah.
who apply common sense and knowledge. Now for instance to say Galam say those days uko inspection na obi galamsey won suoma now ye EPA you obetumi aya ne se marafo untimi emra na makwan se obeye galamsey won suom in fact 100 meters buffer
Yeah.
that you obetumi aya no enti a ho na no no stop no amneja na no be da wirem ho
Kokofu.
and you know why we can ya obeje pene na akọ na ba no asan aba we madekro because permit na asase na ye dey ama no so to gold no wo nya ho de free
Debi
lease na o de to gold if the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources
yeah
and the Minerals Commission dey ama no to EPA no wo have say but say see am no kasa dey me EPA na me ba na wo to gold won suom oni ade a me nka say twon ho kobio me kirew anu ma akọchiri Minerals Commission
yeah
na ma akọchiri District Assembly no mo na maye hwe ha na asem
and mama tumi no mo yes beautiful
na mo yes nyina mo gina court
inti samra way ni na say samra way now was there about way by have you heard them implement any of those things that you left behind at the EPA? Have you seen them enforcing any of the gains I'm making, you know, at the EPA? Oba like Oba fee.
What you mean, guy?
There be okay to Accra.
What's it about way by why day?
One will say any amount okay implementation policies near the idea of the and then how our office need to me forceful in getting all these things. No, have they used it? Have they implemented or enforced it to be? And as still our job to us, okay, and Merano or there, but we are not using it.
And don't come over certain home. You hear woman, woman, you hear woman. I said, they hear woman says, we in Crawford, nobody for Froba about so my Nina. We saw her now, Wimra. Oh, my, near home. Now, betting tax is in here home to make you free home. Say you live in Sunny here home, no make you free home. Anna, Nano, Yakobo.
Oh, that's it. Honorable network.
Oh, network you had in there.
Ababak.
And just saw me upon her.
I. After this question, number one pema on one.
Yakobo, you were happy. Now, here, my home says so, Mama, MPs, no 2 strokes. No more than for 4. Now, if you couldn't hear me, my peninsula or no one Crawford near to go do.
Aye.
No one Crawford near to go do.
Aye, okay.
Yes, the IBB or and I need here home in here pass, pursue me, BBC, and no matter. Some are casual me in Crawford.
That's right.
Now in here, my home is a cook, a voice can yadu but se pass it, be implemented the new EP Act at Tinema.
And come home because they are complicit of the crimes.
I could run in here.
I mean, I could run into me because I'm born in Omoka home, and that's someone. Born in Omoka no more.
That's the point.
Because president so man or Omoya Galam say no. President so man Omoye say in the night is Omoya. How can they enforce what they are making money from? They can't.
Yeah. Until that, you see, so many are doing more than about 80% over politicians' interference. Until a poor planning officer, engineer, be out to district, now as I said, original the place, instructions about until I saw recommended for rezoning.
Yeah.
Be a team. Or didn't any permanent faces here as into other compromise on the professional.
All right. Honorable question final be a person be sour. No, which me now do closing statement so I can me come. Is the elephant in the room? Say I can say. I 2 parts. Minim say, but also menka.
Papa.
Minim say waka say on your party leader, but o your party penning. Sabe Ghana umpo say ade to me answer on say to me che on so. Obo edin Kokofu a. Obo kwabena Kokofu a. It comes with authority in MPP. You cannot sit there and deny that. It commands respect. It commands authority. It commands when the name Kokofu is mentioned. So this goes to you. And the likes, the more company for I want to know, are you people really hungry for power for Dr. Bawumia? And the reason I'm saying this is why is it any political fortune be amubenya to capitalize on the Biano? The party and its communications apparatus is not able to deliver that. Once they say what they are told so say obeko radio to one maybe so o party no may release one communique in regards to this flooding o party one communique say press conference about acknowledge say I'm not talking about Dr. Bawumia. I'm talking about your party, NPP party, no party nankasa. May release this statement back okra.
Anka can say your party nankabeye because we come.
Okay, your party no. Your party no. Your party no. And then your party to me and release this statement to date.
And another one. Canada more branch chairman or to me US or branch chairman or to me but other branches in England.
Yeah.
But me say sa communicate okay with me release it from any of those places by any of those people. It be the necessary traction. In fact, to make me a statement. So I gave a caveat.
Oh, yes.
A member of 2 committees at Dr. Bawumia said. But me head or any of them. In Kenya, Kamika say be can attribute to most 2 committees in deliberations. But me say make us and I'm active. Make me say this to me
free yeah.
To me to issue a communique or anything on national issue on the my friends say letterhead of New Patriotic Party national headquarters. When you was that to me,
yeah,
me and direct this question to them.
And for mom,
yes. Opa, a sample of communication instructions are here issue from the office of the General Secretary. No signature was here. Fellas, what being said here, you can't have access to that document.
Because them say be any
me access to that document. Me just a letterhead now. Say me person me true be.
Anka wo try, anka wo de be trust on there be me no ni sa we access no. I did General Secretary no correct. I did General Secretary.
And once again, let us redirect the question or direct the question to the appropriate quarters.
Mate, now the second part of the has to do with how our NDC has managed to right now. So actually, when I say Captain Smart no more baby, say omombe divert attention. Say Sikebia mwedie now no crowd also person or cheer go for adutum. Now na yem one say Abrante ni minim de ha na adwene because me na minim say Article 34 shelde civilians ayato abade ayom na minim sa but eno no de radio so any TV so ka kire Ghana for say owotumi a and enye say president free so ayi ntumi nchina anka wakochi na nado ati Bawumia ati Sisiladapa ati Patrick Boama because na ese so omo ye eno manye ene wo so ba ye niama kra so far eniama ma liste the amobe ye with says kakra na mo mutumi spend ye no it's over 20 things na my over 20 different I mean like line ebio sikana fana sikana kese na the one me yan kra say me kwa nam do say 200 million 280 million no edaho. Why are we still allowing? Why is it say Ghanaians are still believing say more MP before and amaye? Bra World Bank report say MDC4 are not releasing the money needed to the sales, needed to do all these things. Almost more Canada on my yen how many pay uno. Almost see like almost photo na yen. You got this Canada near the year Jumano. And the Yamasa Dienaba. Why are we allowing that to stick? What do we do next? What is supposed to be the MPP approach to kill that? Because once you become a chairman, these are questions that you would have to be facing, and people will be asking you, what is the approach? What can we do to kill that? Because Mentia says will be at this amount. The Odis can at the starting year, Juma. Who beton yeno? Where church a contract in the name? But yes, they are no enter contracting. They are not paying soon. So you young crofo say young. They are not paying so young who be say you know. They are not paying so and I say even Dr. Baomi or Tini baby at me anante and then crofo commensurate like personally. Any of my aye and no more your papa. Now the this kind of two say on person not by best say Mbono is rather the hero. What do we do to kill that? Like, what is the way forward? What is your solution to that?
The solution is already underway. Meaning, so I monitor Parliament. Nansenya. Honorable Kodio Ponkroma address the issue. Honorable Auku, Samia Uku, it's on record. So I address the issue. ABA, the National Party, Anna, Akasu between Anamo and Asa about it. And now say individuals are directly involved. And if they have a way of coming out openly. On my part, I am doing near metimi kakra been discourse I'm in a way.
Yeah.
My culture say I will be fully on board now, fully in susu may more effective. Namikuta authority.
Yeah.
Nunti akaka krebi August osumi away near Kwakoto Meswaba as a Santa Regional Chairman. Depending on no Coben Crum, no Payamami, not delegates in Tuabanamami as the next Santa Regional Chairman. And I will offer solutions to most of these. There are communication problems. May about information there's no problem. I have it. A lot of people have the information. But how to communicate? Impo ubi kasa ma di achi nansu ubi antere. Ojamin chade. Wa no me suku humanko or the fie nyansa akame ho. Which I am proud of. I know the me Kenya ho. If you say emakwa e ya doma chede ya fan free sura no mo a onsanka. Enti semen sa kan die. Is semi kanam di nyame aye. Now, I will put all those things at the disposal of New Patriotic Party. Me come every asante memu na Ghana afana de bia de bia durabiti. Na 77 prayer dia say nyekom hunu keke. Be kansem no achirem se nia esefata na ni party ase. Na enam so nipa be hunu NDC on kuntumpo no on damra masem. Enam so ebema nipa Ghana for ebeji Kokofu ne legacies a odija oman no adi na abededi na nadu dan Kokofu ado aban ne pa oye ye de boa oman no ebeba abededi. For me it is nothing but to make sure that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia becomes the next president. For me it is about parliamentary candidates you be filled the one be winning seats in their mind. Apart from that, me here review New Patriotic Party Ashanti Regional position as chairman na me de akoye adwuma akopɛ sika no nhia na me de akopɛ din e bia madui me ni din dia ne no ano ana me nhia na me de abɛya konkosɛm abɛpam apakan se nipa nso ame na chairman me na me ba nhia se betu sa na mo nkuta hodi a yedi nkasa ho ye be kyerɛ nsɛm ya abobɔ apɔ ye be sane de na wura awo ye be kyeche na wura de na bamabuo ye be kanya no na mpo de na ade afira to no ya fadiaman ni ya prin kunimdie ya prin kabomu so ni na wa ho brasem ani ne die na minim so nyankopon meka ye ho
That's it. Honorable, I'm so grateful. I've learned a lot. Me 2 pages. Now I am full with information. It's always a blessing to tap from your pot, and I hope, say, as time goes on, we will be able to schedule another time for us to have a proper sit down with the Endran and but honorable media, I will still keep hammering where baby hear me. Our party communication is not doing us no good. It's not doing us any good.
When him fellas, ya pon na unim. Me wa hotoso.
Okay.
Me wo we ya bo we mame a friend said. And that's all homo dia. That lumba.
That lumba.
Ya bo na fe jam kwan.
Martin.
My hotoso no say. Somebody a friend of fellas appear. You know who see or say ye man may communicator and our communication director Canada. Who can say I had a control?
There you.
Then Saka wouldn't do it to me. Or Beboa me revolutionize your communication setup.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's honorable. And that's so Mubiana and Mesha we. Yes, my boy Abba. Abantino. For Yabeda Honorable Chairman Henry Kokofu Ase, Sir and Neso. Yenya friend no. Wendy Hambo na ode osiayo yo na ode odo abebo dum. Yebesre se mo amowo asante memu ye papa adane nani e de aba asante. Isan se bebre na eka se ye MPP ye fortune such as asante memu. Ntine yenya correct people to lead Ashanti na ebeboa. Nti mo tie ne campaign na mo hwe no ebre no so a na makai Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu. Doc mebo onyom na ma na afi ye de medie no abeli. All right. Kamote. Correct one.
You come in here to the for say I did a bunch of but me baby. Oh. You to be yeah. You come in here to the for I did a bunch of but me baby body. You to be yeah.
Oh. Thank you,
inside, I'm inside, I'm inside, I'm inside, I'm inside, I'm inside, I'm inside.
All right. Bye-bye, Doc. Bye-bye, Doc. I'm in South. I'm in South. All right. I'm able to hear that. All right. Now the DJ Flex, DJ Slim. And that's what home will be Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu ya dase. Say Oje Brenna one ya better same. The things, thank you so much. It is possible. The things I bet there diwaha abe confirm on komobi a medin kane mudi ye. Na onyankopon enam kwampa so edi tumi share MPP nsa. Unfortunately for mpenifuo na edi MPP enimu no, ebinom nye ready for power until you don't know how to capitalize on things like this. I thought the yana me boom any dia 2022 ebra Ghana ye ba to our name. Said dollar say ya na NDC for cedi say ya na NDC for any aje. Or ye NDC niya or ye business. Nanso sika na say ya na ye ne de. They did politics with everything. They did politics with every single thing. Onyame beye MPP adomokra mo de ne de enye politics na mu you. Mukra fact and figures. And sanka man bia mekasa. Nanka omaka to Ghana for 3 say sika 350 million na ye kwaji ye ni yebedi. Yedi oma bedi oma fanya twe meboa. That is the communication. Where is Richard Ahiagba and your team? Mama Jennifer Queen, where are you guys? It is not always about sounding politically correct and looking nice in camera. Mommy. Lady Jennifer Queen, Kaibra na wunam koko duase 2014, 2013. Na wuya campaign. As we know the same energy na the campaign. Yenumu bini yebeka. Na samuba mama kuma na etimu muno ejai primi na eprimu no. Na mahunse mu yedi penti anya denya mu be kwachema. Na esese yenya ye tie chira ye chama na montu amutu na ese correct mo until you guys come to that realization. Na man take bibia say e attack. Enya bibia na ya attack. And even if it is an attack, it is a game we are in. Obo soccer, your more defense edu baby a attack. So even if the comments we are making sounds like an attack, see the good in that comment. And can you be threats na ho? No so NDC for now one musika da ho. No ma yanshe ha. Atu first and say on spend this car. Any pengu. Sika ya de pepa sabi away. Ya de se wura on yusu. Ya de se gota on ye. Watu o keep na any pengu. What is more political fortune than this? Yet now, Momo mo be catch say, you could 350 million yedi. And now, no, because this is Cynthia. And that's what the NDC for no politician and pundits now say, Cecilia da Panum, and at an Kufu Abai, I could $350 million wedi. Me can almost reports net by World Bank report say, since the 350 no, a move 280 million me pacho. Yes, dear. Me calculator no. Kakus brantem. Yeah, pon no, and the young phobia, which I'm bentin and the main ye we call in. I just want to get this across. 350 million minus 218. Okay. Inti 350 million na MPP for koje no. Ebi ene yede ye nnuma na honorable chairman Kokofu ba ye. Obekika na hama ye no. As a matter of fact, some of the ministry didn't even have a backing, an act that backs them. Ye way ni na. Yes, you see toilet. Ochina me bana me bo mebo sa you commercial and there be news item one. And this for stronghold say if you ni bini aya ne nchan eku omunchomu here toilet. Na ya how many toilets ya na nado aban esi the board the local assemblies ne say ebe ma ni die say ahotew ebe costo e wo that place wo. Or no spending 132. Nana do no koji scan ba you know or spending 132 at the year niama bebre $218 million da ho. Ye be ye ko man this if we be ye agu ya so say 218 million na da ho no enyo mo for just say I don't get what we are doing in this MPP party no more when it comes to this communication thing. Mentia say and I will my respond and I will can be monto mo answer and I'm on kasa and I'm hold on to for what? Just a mono more NDC for Kokofu amoni omo ye fine meboa enti sa asem ni tia omo be come won ti my nka ho asem omo amon asem ne de mo be tu yen social media for di na mo nkogu omo so the amoni omo ye good rapport ne de asem ba omo aka ti de amaye nka meboa. The whole NPP communication apparatus. Why? Intimon come anuntum. Na omon kwasundi a tromfan to MPP forces sa. The okodi is can ba ye na SS ye this can bonipa ho bra bonipa ho ban no. What tenes can also say on first can bonipa ho ban enipa nwu. Yatsna ma say nipa na ese aka kire say yenya kodi scare be di wo bra ye nim say per record what there was this document I was going to read, but I will use that as part of my submission for tomorrow. Garrett project, you know. Enipe wo na yem face kan kwaya de no. Wo mu tusu say omo be divert de akwaya de foforo. And the ABC. I'll get into it tomorrow when I sit down. But MPP communication apparatus, you are failing the party. As it stands, the party as a machine hasn't released a single statement on behalf of the party. Not a single statement on behalf of the party. Yankoso, na yamabro, thinking say it is all good. God factor, I was expecting you to come a long time. I didn't see you here. Right now, chairman is done. I'm also done. We are almost 3 hours into it. Ochana metenase. So Ochana metenase, we can actually tomorrow you can actually be my co-host if you want, and then we can go through the document and stuff that I have, and then you can give us your perspective on the Garrett project and other stuff that you were trying to educate us on. I was calling you from beginning. Yeah, but I was calling you, chairman. I God factor. Ask anyone here. I was actually calling you, it's a God factor and whatnot, but it seems that maybe your attention was a bit divided in here. For a 13 better trainer into me na more YouTube no. These days mobile I'm on like page na answer na master theatre why na emwa ebanesa emwa attraction nenko so ntinyame ya adomo we will talk about it so with other panelists on board. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye bye.